first thing on a Monday morning? Why did they drop a whopping 300 and 800 points respectively, sending investors into a tailspin? Why? Was it Trump's immigration raids harming the agricultural sector? Was it Trump's tariff threats over the weekend? Not quite. For once, it doesn't seem like Trump or his temper tantrums are involved, but his buddies certainly are. For years, Trump's billionaire tech bro BFFs have thought that they were kings of the world. They assumed that their research into artificial intelligence was light years ahead of everyone else's. Their technology would revolutionize human society and make them wealthy beyond comprehension, wealthy beyond anybody's wildest imagination. Well, we now know that Sam Altman, Mark Zuckerberg, and company, they are maybe not as smart as they thought they were. Maybe not. You see, Monday morning's stock market crash was a result of the world finding out that they may actually be pretty bad at their jobs.
It was a technological leap that shocked Silicon Valley. A newly unveiled, free, open source AI model that beat some of the most powerful ones on the market. But it wasn't a new launch from OpenAI or model announcement from Anthropic. This one was built in the East by a Chinese research lab called DeepSeek. And the details behind its development stunned top AI researchers here in the US. First, the cost. The AI lab reportedly spent just $5.6 million to build DeepSeek version 3. Compare that to OpenAI, which is spending $5 billion a year. And Google, which expects capital expenditures in 2024 to soar to over $50 billion. And then there's Microsoft that shelled out more than $13 billion just to invest in OpenAI. But even more stunning, how DeepSeek's scrappier model was able to outperform the lavishly funded American ones.
To see the DeepSeek new model, it's super impressive in terms of both how they have really effectively done an open source model that does what is this inference time compute, and it's super compute efficient.
It beat Meta's Llama, OpenAI's GPT-4o, and Anthropic's Claude Sonnet 3.5 on accuracy on wide-ranging tests, a subset of 500 math problems, an AI math evaluation, coding competitions, and a test of spotting and fixing bugs in code.
Yes, DeepSeek shocked the world. The tiny Chinese startup, fewer than 200 employees, appears to have eaten Google and Meta and OpenAI's lunch. Not only does their artificial intelligence seem much smarter than any American version, they produced it for, get this, it was a fraction of the cost. To reiterate, DeepSeek made theirs with $5.6 million. OpenAI will spend $5 billion on their tech this year alone. Now, listen to my friend Andrew Ross Sorkin over at CNBC. He breaks down what could be the earth-shattering implications of all of this. Watch this.
Today, this week, last week, I think is going to be historic in terms of a major shift, an upending of the entire paradigm around artificial intelligence, the big tech companies, the big chip companies, and everything else around it, including energy. You know, for a very long time, last 2 years, we've talked about these scaling laws, this idea that for AI to get better and better, you need faster and faster chips. They need to be putting tens and hundreds of billions of dollars of investment in place. They need enormous amounts of energy to support all of that. All of a sudden, literally in a week, we've now seen DeepSeek, this Chinese large language model, emerge, where it appears it's all being done at a fraction of the energy, at a fraction of the chip usage. And so if that is true, it really changes the dynamic about all of these investments. We just saw last week Sam Altman at OpenAI, standing next to President Trump, talking about how they're going to invest, $100 billion, $500 billion in chips. And the question is, do you need all of that if, in fact, this small group, tiny group of 200 people figured out how to do this?
Could we be looking at another dot-com bubble? Could this American AI bubble burst? And in the process, could it tank our entire economy? Could we be looking at a possible recession here? Economists are beginning to ponder all of those questions. So we have put so much investment into these big tech companies, haven't we? They're valued at trillions of dollars, not millions, not billions, trillions of dollars. What happens if a tiny Chinese startup sends all the value up in smoke? I'm telling you, my friends, it seems that Trump's tech bros could have really screwed the pooch on this one. Too early to say for certain. But look at the stock market. Folks are scared. This is exactly why you cannot allow such a small number of people and companies to amass so much wealth, so much power. Consolidation, right? Humans are flawed. They make mistakes. They make poor decisions. If you make a bad bet with $100, well, okay, you're going to have to skip going out to dinner this weekend maybe or something like that. If you make a bad bet with $100 billion, well, you may have just cost a whole lot of people their entire livelihoods. Now, there is some reporting that suggests that we shouldn't engage in doomsday talk and thinking just yet. Take a listen. Here it is.
Do you know what eating cucumber can do to your heart? Cucumber is actually a type of fruit, not a vegetable, known for its high water content. But what many people don't know is that it can have a serious effect on blood sugar and digestion. Is it healthy?
Chinese labs, they have more H100s than people think. You know,
and these are the highest powered NVIDIA chips that they were not supposed to have.
Yes. My understanding is that DeepSeek has about 50,000 H100s, which they can't talk about, obviously, because it is against the export controls that the United States has put in place. And I think it is true that, I think they have more chips than other people expect, but also on a go-forward basis, they are going to be limited by the chip controls and the export controls that we have in place.
I know that all sounds confusing, but bear with me here, okay? What that gentleman was explaining is that DeepSeek may not actually be as impressive as the Chinese are suggesting, okay? He is saying that China somehow got access to a ton of extremely advanced chips to power DeepSeek chips, I should say, that the US has banned from China. I don't know if it makes a difference, though. They're still doing it. So maybe the app isn't as miraculous after all. Maybe it runs on extremely expensive American technology, but the company can't say that. Again, does it matter? Maybe it's smoke and mirrors, but they're still doing it. What do you think? Is this AI chaos overblown, or do we potentially have something very worrying on our hands here? Let me know what you think in the comments. And tell me what you think the future of artificial intelligence is. If you can answer that, I don't know, perhaps you'll become a billionaire yourself. Thanks everyone for watching. Your support means the world to us. So make sure you hit the like button and you subscribe to our channel to make sure that you never ever miss a video. We're live every day, 10 a.m. Eastern time. We drop even more content at 2 p.m. Eastern and 5 p.m. Eastern. And if you want more Don Lemon Show content, we'd love for you to become a member of the Lemon community, where you will receive access to special community posts. You'll get exclusive content and members-only live shows. So head over to our channel page or click the join button on this video. Again, thank you for watching. We appreciate your love and your support, and we will see you next time.